On News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
Rogers moving the ball quickly on the part of Ramsey, and the shot comes in, blocked, and another attempt. Now it's seated. And Watkins making the three for Aston Villa. He's making the three for Aston Villa. What is going on with young boys? What is going on? What is going on? But then you cannot question the way Aston Villa is playing at the moment.
If you are not part of the Football Commentary live show, you are missing. Catch up with every football action in Europe. It is Football League Fest on OGMNewsFC.com.
Down. And Arsenal respond. Bukayo Saka now moving the ball quickly on the byline. Across comes in the long one to find Martinelli. What can Martinelli do here? One-on-one with Kyle Walker. Across comes in. A swing of the forward by Kai Havertz. Well defended by Man City to clear that one.
OGMNewsFC.com, final destination for football story. Football League Fest. Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
On News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
All right, we are here. It's another day of football. It's a big day of football for Arsenal fans and a big day of football for PSG fans, who is going to book the second ticket to the final of the UEFA Champions League. We know in about 90 minutes, or perhaps if they get worse, we know about 90 minutes plus extra time. But we shall know very soon who is going to get the second ticket or a placement in the final of UEFA Champions League. The kickoff is right about now. The kickoff already. The game is here. Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal. Now the lineup for these big game. Much awaited big game. PSG lost the possession in a good place. Arsenal pouncing with Bukayo Saka rolling off the ball against two men. He beats them, and it is Mendes who clean up from that. That was coming up dangerously. Mendes had to quickly clean up that before Bukayo Saka could get a room. But Arsenal making a move earlier on here. This is nothing like what you see in the first leg. This is going to be feisty. This is going to be big. This is going to be a tough game for both sides. And as a matter of fact, Martinelli fouled now. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. But quickly. The lineup in this one now is Donnarumma, as usual, in goal for PSG. Luis Enrique, man, lining up back four as Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pato, and Mendes. And in the middle of the park is Neves, Vitinha, and Rui Familia Faces. And up front is Doe, Bacola, and Kvaratskhelia. Of course, your man, Dembele, is starting on the bench. He's been nursing some, few things, looking like a bad injury, but they're trying to manage him well. And get him back on track in this game. Hopefully he will play before he runs out of this game. And PSG will look to take care of business and wouldn't need him. But Arsenal, they have other ideas. It is Saliba now. The good run towards the middle of the pack. It finds Partey. And now Bukayo Saka released. Bukayo Saka driving ball into the middle of the pack. But ball seized by Timber. And the cross comes in. Can he find a header? And the header comes in, but Rice couldn't direct the header towards the goal. It's a dangerous one there for PSG. As Rice was approaching dangerously in the box to meet Timber's cross. Of course, the header was overcooked, was dangerous. First attempt there. Not on target though, but first attempt for Arsenal. Donnarumma, the long one into the middle of the pack. Arsenal will pick it up. It is Martinelli. Martinelli drive through. Martinelli beats his man. Martinelli with the run. Can he get the cross across? But Hakimi doing his job well. Doing what he knows how to do best. Defend well. And get the ball away from onslaught being perpetrated there by Martinelli. Partey now with a throw, a long one going into the box. This is getting serious very early on here. And Arsenal know what is at stake. Long one into the box. Can you find a header and a shot in a close range? But miss its target as PSG escaped that one. Again, another attack from Martinelli. It's a good attempt, but the knee of the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, make that save. Important save for PSG. Of course, on the bench for PSG is Dembele, like we said, and Hernandez, Lee Gahin, Beraldo, Ramos, Mayulu, Mbaye, Zamfonos, Tanes, and Zaire Emery on the bench for PSG. Arsenal moving the ball now in the middle of the park confidently. Bukayo Saka at the edge of the box. This is dangerous for PSG. Bukayo Saka cross one into the box, but misses everybody. But Martinelli to recycle that immediately. Martinelli with another cross into the box. Cleared for now by PSG. As Arsenal is quickly coming back with another onslaught. It is Kelly now. Kelly to Saliba as Arsenal is quickly recycling the ball back into the area. Arsenal went on attack immediately here, but they have to watch their back as PSG can pounce on the counter. If Arsenal have to be very careful with that. A foul on Bukayo Saka by Mendes. On the bench, on the lineup for Arsenal, Mikel Arteta lineup with Raya in goal as expected. Julian Timber, Saliba, Iwo, and Lewis Kelly will be the back four for Arsenal. And of course, in the middle of the park is Odegaard. Partey is back after one game suspension, and Rice in the middle of the park. Bukayo Saka now gained the ball, and he's driving through into the box. Bukayo Saka needing room, and he couldn't find that space, all closed down by PSG defense. Martinelli to help out. Martinelli drive things into the box and crosses, but cross blocked as he was trying to find a room to get the ball across. What a good move from Arsenal earlier on here. Bukayo Saka and Merino, and Gabriel Martinelli going up front for Arsenal. On the bench is Oyedeji, Calafiori, Jorginho, Henry Francis, Setford, Neto, Iwaneri, Stanley, TNA, Trossard, Ben White and Zenzetko on the bench for Arsenal in this one. This promises to be a very interesting game. Cross coming into the area. A punch, a very strong punch from the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, to take the ball away. It will be another throw close to the corner area for Arsenal. That was a very strong punch on the ball. The long throw coming the way into the box. And a room for a shot. And a save. Odegaard with that very, very feisty shot. But Donnarumma draw a save. Fantastic save it becomes at the end of the day, because that was a huge thunderous shot. But Donnarumma was going quickly down for a save there. And that was a fantastic save from the big man, who eventually injured himself in order to keep that one out. Whoa, wow. That was a very, very huge amount of in that shot, as Odegaard unload everything he's got into that. He basically unloaded everything he's got into that shot, and he was meant to go to the bottom corner of the net, if not for the fantastic save of Donnarumma. And PSG now have goalkeeper up to warm up, getting ready for replacement if possible. We are not sure if Donnarumma is injured, but he seems to have given everything he's got in his pouch to save that from going into the back of his net. And that may mean that he hurt his shoulder somehow from that. He has to be very careful. Arsenal do not want Arsenal to notice that he's struggling in the left arm, or else every shot is going that area now, as I will predict. Cross coming from the corner kick. Saka getting ready to take one into the box. Saka with a corner kick and block, and the clearance that popped up, but it's not good enough from Vitinha. And Arsenal with another opportunity for a long throw. There is an element of seriousness from Arsenal from the start here, and that can only be seen from the way they are attacking viciously. Another long throw coming into the box from Partey is good enough. Can you find that? Another shot, then this time blocked. Another cross, and this time cleared, as Arsenal is coming back with another wave of attack. It is Skelly. He was fouled. The referee think it's good, and counter-attack immediately started by PSG. And a cross by PSG was not good enough to find Doe in the box. It is already turning now to be a very, very tough game from the start here. Arsenal turning the knob up on the PSG. And never mind in the fact that PSG is playing at home in this one. He's already looking to be a huge one. Kawasaki now. Kawasaki keeping the ball well, moving it well, passing through the crowd. It is Stewart. Stewart finds Martinelli. Kawasaki and Kelly now. And Martinelli pick up the run, but he couldn't beat Hakimi. There's a push. The referee didn't agree. There is a push enough to bring Hakimi down. It will be Arsenal's throw from the corner area. And they've been attempting long throw through Thomas Partey. And he's going to attempt another one now, going into the box. Finds a header and ball redirected to Partey. He can cross or he can choose to go all alone. The cross went into the box, but the cross was not good enough. And immediately Hakimi dealt with that. Vitinha now. And PSG gained his own throw. Probably the first for PSG in this game. If you miss the game between Inter Milan versus Barcelona, that one was a very, very good game of football for neutral fans yesterday. I always love when a game is that tough, it's giving you all the energy that you expect from a game. Partey, going back to Saliba. Saliba make a dashing run to the middle of the pack. Long one now to find Martinelli. Martinelli controlled the ball as well. Now Martinelli driving through. He couldn't get past Hakimi. That would be a throw to Arsenal. I do not think PSG want to settle for these wave of attack keep coming from Arsenal throughout these games. It might be a time that they would need to do something quickly. Thomas Partey. Partey with a long throw into the box. Skelly back to Partey. Partey find Odegaard in the right area. Odegaard turn around, ship the ball to Partey. Partey finds Skelly. Odegaard now. And immediately PSG get the ball temporarily, only for Skelly to get it back. Kawasaki now. Declan Rice. Timber now. Timber will look to find Saka. And that looks to be a goal kick in the end. It's a good move, definitely, for Arsenal. Right about now, it looks like PSG is turning to be a sleeping lion. And I don't want to see Arsenal sleeping because they would have get themselves caught out in the counter-attack if PSG is able to come out of any of these onslaughts. So far, so good for Arsenal with the possession. They're dominating the pace of the game. Declan Rice now loses the ball. PSG throw. Martinelli. Now opportunity for Arsenal. Blocked by PSG. Well defended. Doe running with the ball. With opportunity for PSG now to counter. Doe have to recycle the ball back to the middle of the pack for Vitinha. The run broken down. 69% of the ball possession for Arsenal so far, 31% for PSG in the outset here. Mendy, Vitinha. PSG now gaining a moment on the ball. Vitinha. Panzrui. Ball back to Pacho. Mendy now. Ball back to Makiho. PSG now getting some moment on the ball. Wonderful move here. PSG on the first attack in the box. And the shot hit the post. What a wonderful effort to get the first goal in this game by PSG. And the first shot from PSG hit the post. That is unfortunate. Looking at the rare opportunity that may be in this game, they should be putting that away. It's a nice effort from a calling shot. Now PSG back on the ball. Vitinha now. Finds Marquinhos. Marquinhos spread the ball to the middle of the back to find Pacola. Dot. Mende now. Now Rui. Long ball cross by Varashelia. A ball didn't find its target. And Arsenal can restart from the goalkeeper. What a nice effort there. What a nice effort by Varashelia. He's good. He's that good to find a goal from there. But he hit the post this time. He will keep coming with that kind of pattern. It's a foul on Timber. Arsenal with a free kick, and the yellow card goes out to the culprit here. Will be Mendes in the booking. Nuno Mendes booked. Late tackle. He caught Timber, definitely. He completely got late to the ball. That is all about it. He wasn't malicious about that tackle. Arsenal now, starting from the free kick. It is Bukayo Saka. The pass to Declan Rice. Declan Rice will cross the ball. And the ball finds Martinelli in a good area. Shot taken and blocked. Blocked by very good defensive shape PSG. It is Lewis Kelly who will recycle for Arsenal. Lewis Kelly quickly get the ball back to take it to Saka. Partey now. And now ball blocked by Mendes. Bukayo Saka to make a run for it. On the byline, Bukayo Saka turn around. It was a little bit squeezed there. You can't really figure out if he was fouled, but Bukayo Saka found himself rolling on the floor. Vitinha. Hakimi. PSG trying to come out of their own shell now and play football. Pacho. Mendes. Rui. Arsenal gets the ball. Timber now. He finds Odegaard. The captain make a run. Goes back to Timber. Arsenal moves the ball well in the middle of the pack. Kelly now. Goes back to Saliba. Timber now. Saliba. Now Saka. Saka moving towards the dangerous area. Partey. Odegaard. Saliba. Odegaard with a run. Odegaard get through. He finds a space. Odegaard steals. And now he finds Declan Rice. It's Martinelli now. Martinelli tried to get past Hakimi, but difficult. It's been difficult to get past Hakimi. And this one will be another corner kick for Arsenal. Corner kick. But Declan Rice. Corner kick coming into the box. And well cleared. It is Kelly who will redirect the ball now. Arsenal with a cross. Donnarumma shouting high to his man. Partey. Ball back to Saliba. And Nas, PSG with a chance, a shot taken. Well, the goalkeeper make light of that. Make so much light of that. But what a chance for PSG. What a run. And this is what Arsenal should be watchful for here throughout this game. They cannot let up, as PSG will take any opportunity they get from, like what just happened. Arsenal back in the mode. Goalkeeper David Raya in the middle of the pack to help out with a pass. Found Declan Rice. Now with Partey partnering in the middle of the pack with it looks like Declan Rice. Now we have a freedom to go up front. Martinelli. Long one, and that looks like a foul on Mendes by Bukayo Saka. That was a nice move for PSG early on, but the shot did not have enough bite to beat the goalkeeper. We will need to do more than just that next time to beat this goalkeeper. Arsenal with a good move here. Arsenal, a ball well blocked. Very fantastic. That is a fantastic defensive measure there by PSG. But Bukayo Saka is back on the ball. As Arsenal is trying to recycle immediately, but Bukayo was holding it for too long. Hakimi now for PSG. There's now a lot of back and forth between these two to try to open things up. Timber now. Arsenal's free kick. There is an offside. Another yellow card here. Randish to Declan Rice. It was an obvious foul on Bereshilia after Declan Rice loses the ball there. And Paris Saint-Germain looking at the free kick now. It is a free kick from a dangerous angle as Vitinha is positioning himself on it. Free kick comes into the area and well blocked. And a shot comes in, and that is the goal for PSG. It is a fantastic shot, well placed. And the goalkeeper couldn't even come close to that. He was well beaten from outside of the 18-yard box. A well-placed shot to beat the goalkeeper, David Raya. And that is the first goal in this game. PSG nose in front. Goal scored by no other than Rui. PSG right nose in front. He wrapped his foot around that. Make sure it did exactly what it needed to do. And PSG is already nose in front. One goal ahead in this one. And of course, 2 goals aggregates in this encounter. And Arsenal now chasing the game, even though starting this game very well. From a free kick caused by Declan Rice. Now, Kelly got fouled. And Arsenal will pick up from a free kick position. Many people are predicting that Arsenal will lose this game. That's what I'm hearing from my neck of the wood. What are you hearing? The prediction was laid bare on the fact that Arsenal is nothing but a choker. When they needed to win, they always mess things up. Is that what we are witnessing now? Is that what we are witnessing? And Arsenal and Bukayo Saka roving around in the edge of the box. They have to open things up. They do not have any choice but to open things up. But they lose the ball in the good area. Vitinha with a run. It's very Chilia pass to find Doe. He will get opportunity, but the goalkeeper goes down quickly to block that. And that is a shot from Bakola. Sorry. What an opportunity. Now, this is going to be the shape of this game now. Every time Arsenal go forward to reduce the deficit, PSG, we have opportunity to counter. Period. That is going to be the shape of this game. PSG with a corner kick. It's 30 minutes already gone in this game. Corner kick into the area. And Hakimi's effort went blazing high into the sky. Yeah, this will be the order of the game tonight. Is going to be PSG lashing on counter-attack, as we have seen so far. And this is why Arsenal has to be very careful. It's not going to be an easy game. We already know that. And he's shipping out to be a better game for PSG now. Bukayo Saka finds Odegaard. Odegaard rolls the ball around to the middle of the pack. Looking for room, Odegaard. But the defensive shape is good for PSG. The cross comes in to find Martinelli, but ball too long for Martinelli. You can only watch that going past him helplessly. Arsenal quickly back on the ball. Saliba now. Bukayo Saka. He finds Timber. Timber turns around. Attempt to find Saka when deflated. And Varashilia with the ball now. Opening things up. But that was well blocked as he considered a throw. An opportunity there for Merino. A shot well taken, but very alert. It's like Donnarumma already have it covered, but that shot was well placed by Merino to open things up for Arsenal. PSG holding their own in the middle of the pack. Good pass laid. Now it is Declan Rice. Declan Rice with a run. He finds Martinelli, but Martinelli already beaten to that run and he couldn't keep the ball. Merino open things up. Now Odegaard finds Timber down. And PSG keeping focus in the defense, doing everything they can to thwart every one of effort coming from Arsenal. And they're doing good at that so far. Arsenal with a throw. Got lost by Arsenal, but still in the PSG area. It's a free kick. The referee will judge from Merino's back tackle there on Rui, the goal scorer for PSG. PSG moving with Vitinha, loses the ball. Now it is Saka with a run. It finds Merino. Merino with a cross. The cross wasn't good enough and the clearance wasn't good enough as well. But Mendes quickly lashed on him to clear that one out of touch. 1 goal lead by PSG. 2 goals lead on the aggregate. If it stays this way, Arsenal bows out. PSG proceed getting the second ticket to go to the final. Ball possession, 57 for Arsenal, 43 for PSG. 135 passes completed by Arsenal so far, and 87 by PSG. Of course, Arsenal is dominating the possession, but what they do with the ball is what really matters here. Saliba Hold the ball well controlled. Crosses one, long one, and Declan with a chance. Declan with a shot. But that was blocked. Odegaard now finds Martinelli. Martinelli towards the left side of the box. Martinelli finds his room. Martinelli still, he struggled for that well. And that's a very good one. A shot come from Timber. Well blocked. Must command these PSG defense. They're doing everything necessary to keep Arsenal off. Hakimi now runs with the ball. Hakimi finds Doe. Doe tried to thread one to Bakola, but the pace of the ball was shot. And Bakola couldn't reach the target. And now it is Neves. Neves fight Varashila in the box. An opportunity for PSG. Well cleared. But now, PSG already coming back with Rui now to recycle. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Hakimi loses the ball. Partey could not direct his pass carefully enough to find the target. Ball back to the keeper, Donnarumma. 38 minutes already gone on the clock. 7 minutes left in this first half. Now will be about 52 minutes left in this whole encounter. It is fantastic for PSG that they don't even have to worry about the help of Dembele now. They look like they're taking care of business, even in the scoring department. Timber now runs with the ball. With his man, finds Saka. Saka. Now, ball met for Martinelli, didn't reach Martinelli. And PSG back on the ball. Pacho. Vitinha now. Thread one to find Hakimi. Hakimi pick up the ball in a good area. Goes back to Neves. Partey almost get the ball briefly. Rui now back on the ball for PSG. Vitinha. He plays Varashila. Vitinha. PSG's trying everything they could to keep the ball from now. Marquinhos. Kelly lose the ball in the good area. Opportunity for PSG. Pacola now in the area. And he couldn't sort his feet out quickly. The clearance necessary for Arsenal. Pacho lashed on ball, but is a throw. Arsenal has to come up with a way to deal with this situation where they usually choke when they are needed to come up in a big game, in a big stage. All right. A good move for Arsenal in the middle of the park. Timber now finds Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka immediately crowded by the of PSG players. Bukayo Saka still managing to find Odegaard. Cross coming to the box. And the clearance is outstanding. All the way to the middle of the park, but Arsenal back on the ball. Declan Rice. Ball in the air. Hakimi. Bounds Neves. Neves go back to Marquinhos. Pacho now. PSG. And now Rui. There's Mendes. Mendes' pass didn't get to the target. Partey with the block. Partey to Risako. Arsenal still controlling the pace of the ball, but not the pace or not the difference in goal. Kawasaki now. Get a room to roam. Goes into the box. And the shot comes in. But Merino didn't make enough effort to reach that. This is where strike can make a difference in the box. That's an opportunity for Arsenal. That was a very powerful shot from Rui, and deflected as well. All back to the goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Mendes now. Nuno Mendes back to the goalkeeper. Long one to the middle of the path. Too long for the target. David Raya getting involved in the middle of the path. Saliba now. Back to the goalkeeper. 43 minutes gone in this stage. So far, first half is a disappointment for any football fan. It's not going as feisty as we expect. But Bukayo Saka may change that now. He's in the box. Bukayo Saka find the room to pass the ball, but that one was blocked by Hakimi. Going out with the round into the area. Finds Bakola. Bakola finds the room. He shoots. But Skelly may have blocked that shot in the bad part of his body. Does look like it hits him in the manpower area. And this is a difficult one to take. That is a difficult one. Oh no, I got that wrong. He hit him in the stomach. Precisely in the stomach. That is also difficult to take. Nevertheless, it's not easy to take a swipe of a hit from there, from the football. So far, it's not going well for Arsenal. The game plan is completely thwarted the moment they concede that goal. I saw what they're trying to do. They're trying to get things going earlier on with getting themselves in front, probably, from the outset, but it didn't go well as planned, especially now that they considered a goal. PSG restart. Bakola finds Hakimi. Hakimi goes back to Marquinhos. Marquinhos now to Pacho. Pacho will find Mendes. They're trying to recycle the ball from the back. Block from Saka. Ball out of touch. To be a throw. PSG. We way past the regulation time in the first half. 2 minutes extra time added. And 1 minute already gone out of that. Any moment from now, the referee will be calling this first half to an end. David Raya with a long ball into the middle of the pack. He finds Declarize. Declarize now have opportunity to play Martinelli, but he keep the ball anyway. He finds Odiga. Odiga finds Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka in the area. Martinelli comes close to hitting that one. But the clearance, very necessary clearance from Hakimi, who has been manning the area to watch Martinelli closely. Arsenal may be going to the break with a deficit. The ball coming to the box, and Donnarumma with a save. Either way, they're going to the break with a deficit because there is 2 goals deficit, and there's no way they can actually remove that before the end of the break. As it stands, PSG with the lead. We come to the end of the first half. In this second leg, PSG with 1 goal lead and making it the 2 goals in the aggregate as we come to the end of that break. And now we see you at the seconds of the second half. This is PSG versus Arsenal. And this is Football League Fest. Unbeatable Football League Fest, always coming to you from OGM News FM radio, and always a presentation of OGMNewsFC.com. Now we'll see you at the seconds of the second half.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
Rogers moving the ball quickly on the part of Ramsey, and the shot comes in, blocked, another attempt. Now it's seated. And Watkins making the 3 for Aston Villa. It's making the 3 for Aston Villa. What is going on with young boys? What is going on? What is going on? But then you cannot question the way Aston Villa is playing at the moment.
If you are not part of the Football Commentary Live show, you are missing. Catch up with every football action in Europe. It is Football League Fest on OGMNewsFC.com.
Down. Can Arsenal respond? Bukayo Saka now moving the ball quickly on the byline. Cross comes in the long one to find Martinelli. What can Martinelli do here? 1-on-1 with Kyle Walker. Cross comes in. A swing of the ball by Kai Havertz. Well defended by Man City to clear that one.
OGMNewsFC.com, final destination for a football story. Football League Fest. Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Team. That's going to be heavy for Tottenham. That's going to be really heavy for Tottenham. One don't really expect much from Tottenham this season, but picking up an injury for someone like Maddison is a huge one for Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham manager Angel Postecoglou says James Maddison injury does not look great as he waits to find out the extent of the problem before Thursday. Europa League semi-final, second leg against Bodo Glimt. So the only thing that can happen for Tottenham this season is the Europa League, and at the same time, Manchester United is also in the Europa League. So it's hopefully they will be expecting to go to the final after the first leg win in the semi-final. Hopefully they will be looking to go to the finals, and hopefully we think that they might be meeting Manchester United in the final in this one But so far, the concern for Tottenham Hotspur as they go into the second leg of the Europa League semi-final is Madison's injury. And nevertheless, at the same time, Bayern Munich, James Bondi, and Bayern Munich and Kane, of course, completed their win of the Bundesliga league. So Harry Kane, now finally won his first accolade with the Bayern Munich as far as the title league is concerned, and he's a league winner. Finally, and this one happening with company's team in the Bundesliga. So Harry Kane, the English striker, has finally won his title with Bayern Munich. Of course, earlier today, fantastic win for Brentford. They beat Manchester United 4-3 as Manchester United fight back late, but not enough. They fought back late in the game, but not enough. Last goal coming from Diallo, Amad Diallo for Manchester United, but the damage was already done earlier in the game with Luke Shaw's own goal, starting off the shameful show of Manchester United today again. And of course, it's Cade with the 33 and the 78th minute goal, and Weiser to complete things for Brentford. But then Mount stopped things off for Manchester United anyway. But Gnacio's 82 minutes goal wasn't going to be enough to get Manchester United back on track. And even when Amad Diallo added his goal, it's not enough. So right now, as it is on the table, Manchester United still languishing in the 15th position with 39 points all season. That's disgraceful. Really. We're talking about Manchester United here. Are you kidding me? By financial capacity, the biggest club in English football, second behind Real Madrid. That's a very easy goal there for you, man. Come on. That's a very easy goal for you there. Very easy goal for you there. I don't know how you get it so easily. Inter Milan will be hoping to start this way tomorrow, but this is just our own way of, preparing for tomorrow's game. It's Tuesday's game between Inter Milan and Barcelona. They will hope to start very easy like that with Barcelona, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. It's going to be really, really tough, a tough game. But Inter Milan has a chance to go to the semis. They're playing this one at home against Barcelona. So going back to the Premier League, earlier today, Chelsea beat the champion. The new crown champion, we're well beaten. That is the best way we can put the word. They're well beaten because they were beaten 3-1 by Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The last time these two meet, the Liverpool team beat Chelsea at Anfield. But in the return leg today, Chelsea beat Liverpool 3-1. And it was another goal for Cole Palmer to restart his drought, although it was never in doubt that he was always going to come back, even though this one was from a penalty kick. But at the same time, he got his goal from a penalty spot to get back on track to scoring. So hopefully he can get more chance and better chance in the future. Liverpool as well, the champion, didn't put up a very good show anyway. The whole 90 minutes was lackluster from Liverpool. So Cole Palmer's talents is worthy of the highest Champions League stage. So everybody is expecting that Champions League top 4 is open for Chelsea to fight for. Even though it doesn't look like Newcastle United is about to yield easily. Look, the Champions League is still very much open for everybody on the table. Even Arsenal is not out of the wood as far as the Champions League top 4 is concerned. Let's see, there is 3 games left for most of these teams, 3 games left and 4 games left for Nottingham Forest, in which they're going to take tomorrow. So, assuming for any reason at all, Champions League is still very much in doubt for Arsenal, because if they lose all games and Nottingham Forest win all games, it means, one way or the other, a team like Nottingham Forest or even Aston Villa still have a shot at it. They still have a shot at it. So between Arsenal, Manchester City, Newcastle United, and Chelsea, they have to fight it hard. But we are saying now that Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa is still very much in the mix. Still very much in the mix. And they can still fight it out there. Hold on, I need to set one. I think something wrong with my sound system. That's very much.
Where you kind of embody that. I like experimenting with different things, kind of more even like streetwear style. I kind of like bring it to golf.
Made from quality materials and designed to resist the elements. Our timeless and trending pieces will keep you lounging and dining.
So Nottingham Forest is very much still in the game. And Aston Villa still very much in the game too for Champions League. And Arsenal has to keep looking their back. Manchester City looks like they are back in their old self. They're doing very much right now. They're playing very well. They're winning games. And that's what it requires. And if they can't take that momentum into the next season, that will have been a very, very good news for Manchester City. Then the Champions League top 4 for the next 3 list is still very much open as we speak. What happened to Liverpool today? It's hard to explain. It does look like Liverpool are struggling right now, but fortunately for them, they have won the title before the struggle, before the bad game starts. So they've already clinched the title. So upcoming games in the Premier League. Upcoming games in the Premier League for May fixtures. We have 3 games left, so let's run down quickly. Tomorrow is Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest, and it's going to be a big game for Nottingham Forest. And Crystal Palace is a party pooper in that one. Now on Saturday is Fulham versus Everton to start with on Saturday, and Ipswich Town versus Brentford. Southampton versus Manchester City. Southampton already relegation bound and more or less the worst team ever in the Premier League in my own book, because this season was horrible as they did not perform at all. At all. No expectation were met by Southampton. They gave up early and they were packing their things when everybody is still hoping for them. Tomorrow, on Saturday again, is Wolverhampton Wanderers next Saturday versus Brightons and Hove Albion. And AFC Bournemouth also to finish off with Aston Villa on Saturday match. And then on Sunday, to start with very early on Sunday, is going to be Newcastle United versus Chelsea. That is the game for top 4. That is the game for top 4. Anyone winning that game really has assured a qualification, has really put his name clearly on top 4, because the two of them in sharing point at the same at this point in time. And so they have to go all out on each other to make sure that they get a win in that game. But it's a top 4 battle between Newcastle United and Chelsea. And also Manchester United on Sunday, later after Chelsea's game. Manchester United will be hosting West Ham United. And Nottingham Forest will be hosting Leicester City. In Tottenham Hotspur, we be hosting Crystal Palace. And later, to cap the game up for Sunday, it's going to be Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool already ran away with the title, but Arsenal still struggling and still fighting for the top four. That will be a game after they are meeting with PSG, which we do not know what the result will come out to be yet. We are hoping for that one on Wednesday. So, but after that, Arsenal will be looking to travel to Liverpool for their next game. And that is the game for next week. And of course, we're going to leave it at that because we're going to meet again before next week to talk about what the games are going to be like. So,
On News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
all right, we're back here. The second half, as it stands, PSG leading overall, 2 goals lead on the aggregate, 1 goal for the night. And Arsenal has to respond. They have to respond quickly. It's just 45 minutes to go before they have a shot at it. But it is Vitinha that is running with the ball now. They have to make sure they defend this one well if they have to respond. Bacola now at the edge of the box. As PSG is looking good from the start here. I'm not sure why my vocoder is wrong. Better. Mendes to throw for PSG. Throw block. And Arsenal have opportunity to run with the ball. It is a foul. Free kick to Arsenal. Basically 44 minutes to go. 43 minutes to go. Arsenal has to respond. They have 2 goals deficit. By all standards, PSG is the master of this counter. They look good, look better. And the goal tally is showing exactly that. Martinelli control ball well, but still couldn't beat Hakimi. Hakimi block, runs with the ball, and now finds Bacola almost. Saliba with the block. Saliba recycled the ball quickly. Odegaard now for Arsenal. Saliba to Timber. P-Walk. Kelly. Good turn. Find Partey. Partey holding the ball well. Long one through to find Timber. Timber finds Saka. Saka loses the ball to Verashila. Mende now with the long ball. Out of touch. It will be a throw to Arsenal. Throw to Arsenal, quickly taken. PSG back on the ball temporarily. Saka get the ball in the middle of the park. Was fouled. Hakimi. As it does look like Bukayo Saka is needing attention in the area. Looks to be a foul. I'm not sure what the referee sees. Dembele warming up. Getting ready to come into this game. Arsenal gets the ball in the middle of the park. Skelly loses the ball to Neves. PSG keeping it well. Sliding, flying tackle everywhere. Referee deemed that to be a foul by Timber. PSG getting them all of the ball now. Vitinha stepping up for a free kick. Free kick into the area. David Raya kept that within his gloves. %80 pass accuracy for PSG, 84 for Arsenal. It's like PSG stepping up compared to the first half. Bukayo Saka now up front for Arsenal. Couldn't get close to control that ball. Long one. And have to settle for a throw. Of course, throw will be coming to PSG. Ate holding his own with Vitinha. PSG get an upper hand in that tackle. Mendes now. Find Rui. Mendes with the run on the byline. He made it through past the CEO of Arsenal Shet. Ball down. A very good opportunity for Bacola in the area. But he couldn't sort his feet out quickly. David Rui. Reyes, sorry. And now a long ball towards the area, but Arsenal couldn't get their hands on the ball. But now PSG coming back with another wave of attack, and it is Doe in the box. You need to find a man quickly, and he finds Vitinha. The cross comes in, but Timber have to chest that down for the goalkeeper to pick up. Time is running out fast for Arsenal. If they have to do something, it has to be now. Free kick to Arsenal. Goalkeeper coming all the way out to take the free kick in the middle of the park. That is to explain the urgency. Ball cleared by PSG. The aggregate now is still 2-goal lead for PSG and 1-goal lead for the night for PSG. Arsenal is looking worrisome at the moment. Frustration creeping in as Skelly got a yellow card for a bad tackle on Bacola. It's not looking good at all for the Gunners, as this one is getting away from them gradually. And either you like it or not, PSG may have achieved a big feat in their recent effort in Europe. They beat Liverpool, remember? And they now look to be crashing out Arsenal. Of course, they wiped away all the English football from this competition this season. They beat Liverpool, they beat Aston Villa, and now it's Arsenal's turn. Can Arsenal change that with the remainder of the time? It's not looking good for these last English football in the competition. 11 minutes gone in the second half. 56 minutes gone in the game. Bukayo Saka now finds the room in the box, and the shot was well blocked to be a corner kick for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka. We a corner kick. One in the box. Punch on the line by the goalkeeper. This is dangerously going for the goal all by himself. Wow. That is a very good corner kick. Well, if he takes that to get back in the game, why not? Another opportunity from the corner kick. Bukayo Saka. Another good one into the area. This time, punched away by the goalkeeper, who was fouled eventually, with the referee giving PSG that opportunity to retake from a goal kick point. But I don't think anybody get close to the goalkeeper. It is the goalkeeper that is getting close to everybody in this case. The first intervention was great from the goalkeeper, but the second one, the referee may have misjudged that completely. But he pointed to a goal kick. I think, yeah, that was a good call. The header from Timber was not good enough to find the back of the net. Now Rui. Partey. Up one to the direction of Merino. Saka pushed by Mendes. By Pacho, sorry. To be a free kick to Arsenal. As Odegaard is lining it up to set one into the box. Is that close? He only have to get one into the box. One goes into the box. And a punch from the goalkeeper. Good enough. And PSG can set the ball rolling for a counter-attack. It is Mendes now. Another block from Arsenal. They're coming back with another wave of attack. It is Odegaard. Partey now. Timber. Arsenal is moving the ball quickly. Blocked from Doe. The Arsenal throw. Partey will take the opportunity to throw one into the box now. Ball in the box. And to find a header. Ball cleared temporarily. It goes back to Partey. He can now cross the ball in the box. He dribbles and now finds Timber. Partey in the area. Partey with the pass, but blocked. That's a nice effort, a nice movement from Arsenal. And the cross now to find Declan Rice. Martinelli could not keep the ball from a pass from Declan Rice. That will be a goal kick to PSG. No rush. Take your time with it, but there's no need for PSG to rush that. They got Arsenal exactly where they want them. The tension is this game. In this game is nothing to compare to what we saw yesterday. Referee judge a foul on Velashir there. It'll be a free kick to PSG. Ball swept into a throw for Arsenal in the area. There's another one for Partey to throw into the box. How many of these today? Lost count already. But none of these is getting any fertility. And a long one in the box. And to find a header, block, and Timber was shaping to shoot, but he didn't get a good shape on the ball. And Saliba do not want to lose the ball here. Eventually, it was judged to be a foul on Saliba. Arsenal restart from a free kick. Declan Rice now moving the ball. Finds Martinelli. And now Declan Rice get the ball back in the area. Now, Bukayo Saka almost latched on the loose ball in the box. It looks like Mendy was covering well for PSG. A shot taken. It needed a very good save from Donnarumma. That was going to the top corner of the net from Bukayo Saka. Definitely going in. And Donnarumma was off to the task. What a save. He needed the fingertips to push it away from the goal. It does its job. Donnarumma, fantastic save. And what a great effort from Bukayo Saka as well to find the back of the net. A cross coming from the corner kick. And Bukayo Saka to Risaku. It looks like a foul, but the referee says nothing. And Hakimi to a counter. I'm sure VAR will go back into checking that. Hakimi with opportunity. He shoots, but save. It does look like Bukayo Saka was brought down in the box. The VAR will go back into looking at that. But so far, we are hearing nothing as the game plays on. The referee in the right position to judge that well. And now Martinelli. Arsenal coming with another wave of attack. Martinelli now. One-on-one with Pacho. Bukayo Saka to help out. Way out of position, Bukayo Saka. And Saliba now. Marino. Found Saka in the area. Saka threading to the edge of the box. It is a foul on Neves. The referee now finally is going to the VAR after a long while. And if the referee is going to the VAR simply because of the last on Bukayo Saka, you can be sure that is going to be a penalty. You can be sure of that. And this call is going a different way. It's not the way I was thinking, though. The VAR check is against Arsenal. It looks like a handball in the box for Arsenal. That will be Timber. And the VAR just called against Timber, handle on the ball. Against Kelly, rather. His hands look to be in the right position, but I don't know. But there's a penalty for PSG. Opportunity to increase the goal tally tonight. Arsenal hope is looking bleak. It's looking bad for Arsenal. I was thinking this call is for the last tackle on Bukayo Saka in the box, but no. Contrary to that, the VAR check is for the counter-attack that come right after that, in which Lewis Skelly made a block, but VAR judged that to be a block with his hand. PSG wasn't expecting that. It was a surprise to everybody. Everybody, including especially me. PSG wasn't expecting anything to come out of that. I wasn't expecting anything to come out of that. But now PSG is looking at a penalty. Picked up by Vitinha. Opportunity to increase the tally for PSG. Vitinha stepped up. Opportunity from the spot. And he watched close as he move in. A save from the goalkeeper. David Raya saved one for Arsenal, giving Arsenal the hope to go on fighting. The hope still very much alive for Arsenal. What a save from David Raya to put his team back in a hopeful place. He saved their blush, really. But the time is ticking. Nevertheless, and Dembele is coming now in to replace Bakola. What a time to introduce Dembele. What a time for PSG to show their powerhouse. Just when you think the beating is going from bad to worse for Arsenal, they now introduce their secret weapon. Dembele now to have a say about all these as the corner kick is being awaited by PSG. Everybody ready in the box. Corner kick coming through. It is Doe with a corner kick and a clearance that may be necessary. First touch for Dembele. Looks like a throw for PSG. My time is running out. Trossard now with a good move. It finds Kiwar. Kiwar rolls things into the box. And PSG dealt with it for now. And Dembele with a defensive measure in the back. Doe now with a good move. Hakimi in the area. Doe blocked. And Saliba taking care of business at the back. Trossard. Partey. Ball spread to find Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka now. Founds Timber now. Saliba. Shot on goal, 4 on each side. Total attempts, 14 for Arsenal, 8 for PSG. Verashilia now with opportunity in the box. He tried to spread one through to find Dembele, but Arsenal didn't deal with it, and that is the goal for Hakimi. Hakimi with the second goal of the night. And PSG is taking care of business, or may have taken care of business. Done and dusted. As it is now, perhaps there is no room for Arsenal to come back into this game. It's late. It's too late. It's running out of time. And the celebration starts already from that shot from Hakimi. The Moroccan slotted past the goalkeeper. Found the bottom corner of the net. Exactly the replica of the goal that Dembele scored in the away fixture. Assist from Dembele this time. Talk about unleashing your best player at this time of the game. Assist from him, Dembele, and Hakimi found the bottom corner of the net. There's nothing, absolutely nothing David Raya could have done about that. Now Arsenal looking to bow out of the Champions League, and PSG looking good, looking strong to book the ticket to the next phase of this competition. Banga, the next bus stop. Unless Arsenal have any miracle left in their box, in their pouch, they have to return the goal deficit. The goal deficit they have to return in order to get back into this game. And that, my friend, is not an easy feat to accomplish against this PSG side. They've been so good. The celebration already began. You can't blame them. Arsenal well beaten in the first leg. Yeah, even though it's narrow, but they were well beaten. And it's as it is. My world. This will be the best showing for PSG in the Champions League. You can only expect them to go on and take care of business in this game, in this competition, rather. They will be meeting Inter Milan in the final. That is the expectation. Unless Arsenal change the trajectory of this game as it is. David Raya with a long ball into the area. Now, Donnarumma. With a save. He's going to take its time on that. Why not? Arsenal with a long ball to find the run of Trossard. And Trossard gained the ball. Did he foul the man? No one to know yet. And Bukayo Saka to the goal. Bukayo Saka. But the VAR will go back into checking that if there is a foul by Trossard in the build-up. But for now, the goal stand. Bukayo Saka get a nose back. One goal back for Arsenal. The VAR will definitely go back into checking that. But for now, the story is Arsenal get one back. Deficit reduced. The referee have judged that there is no infringement by Trossard on the defender. He provided that assist. And the goal deficit reduced by 1. It is 3-1 on the aggregate and 2-1 for the night. Is there any hope for Arsenal? Any hope? 31 minutes gone in the game. Minutes gone in the second half, and 77 minutes gone in this game. Any hope for Arsenal? Will be a throw. It's 3-1 on the aggregate. 2-1 in the night. This is turning out to be the game we expect now. Arsenal need 2 more. But it may be a difficult task. Is it doable? It is doable. What is it going to be for Arsenal now? Saliba. David Raya with the long one. Trying to find a target. A clearance needed by PSG. Now Partey. Coolly, calmly done with the control of the ball. Merino finds Trossard. Trossard. Release Kiwal. Back to Trossard. And ball come into the area. Bukayo Saka with a miss. What a glorious miss. Huge, huge miss. That is the opportunity. That is the opportunity. Donnarumma comes out. He didn't get the ball, but Bukayo Saka get his foot on the ball, but he couldn't find the back of the net. What a huge miss. This will go down painfully hard on Arsenal fans and, of course, on Bukayo Saka himself. That is a huge miss. You expect him to combat that and put Arsenal back on the map in this game. And then for neutral football fans, we have a game in our hands that we want to see. We do not want to see one side capsize. Now Arsenal with another chance. Bukayo Saka couldn't control the ball well. PSG still not be able to control or hold the ball. Timber now. Opportunity to counter for PSG. It is Varashelia coming with the heat. And he's dangerous here. And now he finds Rui. Now opportunity for Dembele to take a shot. David Reyes have other idea this time. Not gonna let that get past him. It's a free kick for PSG. What a miss. What a miss for Bukayo Saka. And don't forget that PSG missed a penalty in this game. It would have been game over for that if they get that penalty and Hakimi later on getting his goal. It would have been game over. That center is still very much in this game. It's 10 minutes to go. The time is already gone, far gone. But it's a game of football. Never say never. Can they come back? It is doable. Mathematically, it is doable. But it's a tough ask. It's a very tough ask. As for now, Arsenal have to defend a free kick. If they have any hope left in this game, they at least first have to defend a free kick that comes flying. A very good hit by Hakimi and a very good save by the goalkeeper, David Raya. Did he get a touch on that? No, he didn't get a touch on that. And that is a goal key for Arsenal. Clock is ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Time is running out fast. We saw the miracle happen here yesterday with Inter Milan versus Barcelona. Can Arsenal get their own miracle too? The time is running fast. Partey finds Odegaard in the area. Odegaard almost slide one through, but loses the ball. Now it is Mendes on the other side. It finds Hakimi's run. Hakimi couldn't control the ball. Ball possession still favors Arsenal with 52% of the ball possession. Total attempt on goal is 17 for Arsenal and 11 for PSG. So Arsenal is all over the place, but the only place that they are not actually doing good is scoring goals. Even that one goal is from a scrabble. A push at the back of Vitinha there. Arsenal made a change with Timber being replaced by Calafiori. And Timber being replaced by White, rather. And Lewis Kelly replaced by Calafiori. Donnarumma. Long ball to Hakimi. Hakimi controlled well. Ball deflected to out of touch. Will be a throw to PSG. Arsenal only have about 5 minutes to go. The miracle have to happen now, or else they can tease Champions League bye-bye for the season. Trossard fighting hard for the ball. Now, PSG defending well. They can run with the ball with Neves now. Neves found the Dembele. Dembele pass, made it through to Hakimi. Opportunity for PSG here. As Arsenal refused to defend themselves well. But opportunity gone begging as PSG could not combat. Brasilia keeping the ball well. He's that good a player to keep the ball well, but Arsenal still not dealing with it. And PSG, like exactly where they are now, they like the ball in the East area. Finally, it looks like a relief for Arsenal. And the referee have to brandish yellow card to Varashelia and Calafiori for unnecessary tussle. Understandable. The blood is running high at this point in time. PSG running away with a win, so to say. It's proving difficult for Arsenal at this stage. Unless they do something quickly here, Arsenal may be crashing out of this competition as we speak. Now Saka going down. The team has setting up a free kick for PSG. Free kick taken. Well defended by Arsenal with a clearance. PSG will have a throw. Ball back to Pacho. Pacho back to the goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Ball out of touch. Is a throw to PSG. 42 minutes in the second half, 43 minutes in the second half precisely, 87 minutes in the game. And we are looking straight at the end of the regulation time with Arsenal still unable to close these gap or level tonight, let alone level on the aggregate. Another change for PSG. Ramos getting ready to come in for PSG. Replacement for Mendes. Nuno Mendes have seen his final contribution for the game tonight, as Ramos is coming in to replace. Long throw into the box. Pate there to Risaku. A cross coming to the box in the area. A header. That did not come close. PSG is close. Celebration knocking at the door. It will be a throw to Arsenal. Brasilia get an opportunity to move forward. Sliding tackle from Calafiore to take that away. It's 3-1 on the aggregate. Still. PSG trying to keep the ball at the corner flag. There's no reason to be overzealous. They do not mind to have the ball in that area. Arte moving the ball well for Arsenal. Crosser now. Last stage effort from Arsenal. The time is running out. What can they get from these attacks? The cross comes in. And the header. But that was wide. That wasn't the kind of header they need at this point in time in the game. They need to find a better one. Of course, not forthcoming. I said I'd go back to the goalkeeper. PSG looking really good at the moment.
Storm is coming.
Paris Saint-Germain looking good to book the tickets to the final. Arsenal is trying everything. Arsenal is trying everything they can, but it's not looking good. Trossard in the box. Trossard waves option. Shoot. But well blocked. Well blocked. The time is ticking. He's already running out. He's almost gone, really. Because 90 minutes he's done with. We are in the regulation time. Done with. And extra time. 5 minutes extra time added. It looks like 3 minutes already gone in that. And it's looking bleak for Arsenal. Long one into the box. And opportunity for Trossard. A complaint of a push in the box. And frustration running high with Arsenal player. That is not going to be helpful. Because really that cannot change anything. Not in this game. PSG have them exactly where they want them. A long one into the middle of the park by Donnarumma. It does not look like anything is going to come out of this game for Arsenal. Unfortunately, the time is running out. A throw for Arsenal. Declan Rice. Saliba with a long one to find Calafiori. Blocked by Hakimi. Hakimi driving through the other way. Finds Dembele. The game is running out of time. There's nothing Arsenal can do at this point. And the referee has said enough. That will be the end of the game. The end of the encounter. With PSG beating Arsenal twice. Beating them good. And beating them well enough to show superiority. And to call them the superior team in this encounter. Every one of effort of Arsenal earlier on in this game was thwarted. Arsenal showed grits from the start. They showed they really mean business to come back into this game. But it wasn't enough because PSG was ready. They were ready for the onslaught. They kept them at bay. They kept them off. And the onslaught of every one of Arsenal's attack from the outset was flawed, thwarted by PSG. They stood firm. And they come up with their own goal. Not just one, two. And they even missed penalty while doing so. And this is a superiority of PSG, not only on Arsenal, but on all the English football, the future that met PSG in this competition. They dealt with every one of them, and they show a firm superiority of League One on the football, the English football. So to say, if you put it in a different way, that's your cup of tea. But that is the way I see this, because PSG successfully beat 3 English football teams. They beat Liverpool. They showed up again and beat Aston Villa. And now they clean the floor with Arsenal. And they are on their way to the final of the Champions League to meet Inter Milan. It will be a day of a big show, a day of a big game. We shall be here, inshallah, and we will be here to witness this wonderful game that is expected in the future by the grace of the Almighty. This is OGMNewsFC.com presentation of Football League Fest.
Unbeatable.
It's always unbeatable on Football League Fest. And this is coming to you live from OGM News FM radio. And definitely is a wonderful game of football. And it's going to be another game of football coming your way in the weekend. But don't forget, it's going to be another feisty game for the Europa League and the UEFA Conference League. I will join you with that one coming on soon. And I will see you at the pace of the next game. Thank you very much, everybody, for your contribution on Facebook. Thank you very much, everybody, for your contribution on the YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone, for your contribution on the TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, or whatever platform OGM News FC is on these days. Thank you very much for all your contribution. And thank you very much for all the listeners on the radio. We will see at the peckings of another game.
Rogers moving the ball quickly on the back of Ramsey, and the shot comes in. Blocked. Another attempt. Now it's seated. On what can expect the 3 for Aston Villa. It's making it 3 for Aston Villa. What is going on with young boys? What is going on? What is going on? But then you cannot question the way Aston Villa is playing at the moment.
If you are not part of the Football Commentary Live show, you are missing. Catch up with every football action in Europe. It is Football League Fest on OGMNewsFC.com.
Down. And Arsenal responds. Bukayo Saka now moving the ball quickly on the byline. Cross comes in the long one to find Martinelli. What can Martinelli do here? 1-on-1 with Kyle Walker. Cross comes in. A swing of the forward by Kai Havertz. Well defended by Man City to clear that one.
OGMNewsFC.com, final destination for a football story. Football League Fest. Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
On News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.